Hello and welcome to this tutorial or showcase of City Streets Nades. Unfortunately I somehow forgot about the pro mod bug when I follow Nades when I record a demo. It always makes me look at the sky, so usually I have to get somebody to spectate me and record the demo for me. But I already went over all the Nades and I don't have much time since I'm going to land tomorrow, so I won't be on for a couple of days. So I thought I'd try and get this out tonight before I go. Also I'll be using bots for the entire video, so you'll just have to look in the bottom left hand corner at the damage instead of seeing it kill somebody when it lands, but I promise every nade will kill for its intended purpose. Also, if anybody is interested in watching the LAN stream this weekend, I'm not sure on its exact schedule, so you should just check Tech9 and there will be posts on the forum with stream links and so on. But anyway, let's get started. I'll just set up a bot here. After this, just imagine you're rushing B as an AK or SMG and you take the route to the fences. You can sit here and line it up and you can throw the nade which goes through the wooden door. You really just need nades all around the catwalk area too, because it's where people sit when the rounds slow down, most of the time anyway. People tend to sit in this corner to watch the defense spawn balcony and also middle. So after making your way through close, you need to make sure it's all clear, and if you don't want to push into wooden or the alley, you can sit next to this clothes rack and line it up and jump and throw. Another place which is pretty vital to have a nade for if you do have one spare is behind the barrels on catwalk, because people sit here to watch middle and the wooden push. What the hell, I didn't know you could do that. And now I'm stuck and I can't escape. Basically, line yourself up next to this chair and then also line up the top of your crosshair and jump and throw. Next you need nades for A side. You can pretty much nade all the important spots from the side of this box. Firstly, line yourself up and you can nade the bomb. Another place you can nade from here is the car park windows where people might be peeking out. And lastly, when the team rushes A, they pretty much always put somebody on the balcony to watch people push from A arch, so you can line this up and nade here also. Here's another A bomb nade if you plan to rotate through Spawn Street. Now I'll go over some nades for the player who always has the job of sitting at A. Firstly, you can get behind this wall and line up your crosshair and nade the A bomb. After this, you want to be nading the car park windows because people will always try and peek you. So if you can get in the corner without dying, you can line yourself up and then jump and throw. From the same corner you can also nade the balconies. You will probably hear people if they run there. Oops, I wasn't meant to jump. You just have to throw it and it bounces off the roof and lands perfectly. That's pretty much all the defense nades I'd use. I don't really have that many for attack on this map because with SMG I'm usually just rushing around, so I don't really have time to use tack nades. I know people use this one a lot though, because people usually sit in this corner to defend A bomb because they don't really have that many options. You can also throw this nade to stop people rushing A stairs, or if they are sitting there it would also kill them. It basically goes through the little window in the wall. Although this nade is really pretty pointless in general, it could kill people if you were extremely lucky. I just think it's awesome in general, which is why I'm showing it. Basically, you line it up in the clouds and it hits the car next to the bomb and bounces up in the air and over the fence. It's quite hard for me to show how it exactly works because I'm always looking in the air, so I'll try and show it in third person. Apart from that on attack, I really don't know what else you could line up to nade, because anything else you could just generally throw it in that direction, like where people sit. I mean, people always sit at the red car at the top of the street, so you just got to throw a nade over there. So for nades, I don't really have much else because I've always been an SMG on city streets, so I never needed any tac nades because I basically just rush everywhere. I'll quickly go over some wallbangs, but I don't think this map really has that many of them either because all the buildings are so huge. Firstly, this one is always used, and it is probably the most important. It's primarily done with the scope, but I have died of people spraying it with AK as well. It basically stops people rushing middle. It can also kill the scope who's trying to spam in the middle building from spawn to hit people who are rushing into the A arch. As just said, you can also of course wallbang from this side to try and counter the sniper from defense and also hit people jumping down the stairs into A arch. Apart from that main one, everything else is pretty random, just like spamming walls. I mean, this one could be good for AK if you're making an A rush. You can also spam the wall in hope to kill somebody pushing into the house. But yeah, as I said earlier, pretty much all the buildings on this map are so dominant and huge that wallbanging most of them are impossible. You can wallbang into wooden if you see somebody like crossing the catwalk or something, because the wall in wooden is so thin compared to other buildings. The only other wallbang I see people do is something ridiculous, like standing here and wallbanging through this metal thing with some ridiculously insane, stupid lineup and killing people rushing down the B alley. I mean, it hardly ever works. Also, if you was in my team as a sniper and went here to try and pull this off instead of doing the normal stuff like jumping on this bin or climbing on the wall to watch people pushing the catwalk or the B alley and checking middle, I'd slap you with a large fish.